Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 29th January 2021. So let us see which are the important articles in today's The Hindu newspaper. Yes, these are the articles. Let us have the overview of these articles first. For mains purpose, these are the articles. First, tempered optimism. It is talking about that though we are having some positive scenario about the COVID-19 infections in the country, that is the reduced number of COVID-19 cases at present, and the unlock measures that are being taken by the government when looking at the recovery of Indian economy that is needed here. However, it is also talking about though we are optimistic about the situation, we need not to put down our guards. That is, the preventive measures like universal masking and all these things should be always in place and the people should be aware about this. ठीक है, तो ये यहाँ पे बताया गया है. We'll discuss about that. Next is Jaishankar suggest way forward for China ties. Now this is very important because in this article our external minister directly talking about what kind of relations or the, let's say, principles on the basis of which the ties between India and China, let's say, recovery of these bilateral relations can be done. As we know that in last 1 year the damage in the relation has been severe because of, let's say, LAC standoff. At the same time, there are many such conflicting issues between two countries. So it is giving some way forward and this can be directly written in our answer. ठीक है, तो this year itself we were expecting question on India-China relation, but somehow UPSC is continuing its unpredictable trend, जिसको बोलते हैं, जो मेन स्ट्रीम में बहुत ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में होता है वो कभी पूछता नहीं है यूपीएससी, जनरली ऐसा हो जाता है. सो नेक्स्ट ईयर वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन इंडिया चाइना रिलेशनशिप, तो वहाँ पे आप ये वे फॉरवर्ड लिख सकते हो. Plug gaps in GST to raise fiscal support. Now, chief economist of at the IMF, Geeta Gopinath. So she is talking about some important measures to be taken so as to boost the Indian economy or bring the economy back on the economic growth path. So especially when we talk about the fiscal constraints that the government is facing at present. So she is providing some way forward here. So we can take input from that. At the same time, we will also talk about the IMF as international institution for prelims examination. For prelims specifically, the topic like New Zealand tops COVID-19 performance ranking. Now this COVID-19 performance ranking or the index or the report is given by one think tank that is based in Sydney, Australia. So New Zealand tops at the same time India is having very low ranking in that when we talk about the performance ranking along with USA and other such countries. Okay, so we'll look into that कि कौन सा वो think tank है और ranking क्या क्या है. Along with that, in the end we are going to discuss some prelims pointers here, some, let's say, general information that you need to know for prelims examination. So we are adding those prelim pointers in the end here. So yes, first article on page number 6, tempered optimism. So in this article, the editorial page, specifically the context here that the recent guidelines for unlock period, the new guidelines which are providing or, let's say, giving some relaxations for use of swimming pool, like access to swimming pool is open to the public now, holding exhibitions, even the increased in occupancy levels in cinema theaters. Such kind of measures are now being taken in the last phase of unlock period, we can say that. Along with that, some caution is taken by DGCA for international flights and this moratorium or status quo is extended till February now. ठीक है, इंटरनेशनल जो फ्लाइट्स थे उस पे जो स्टेटस को मेंटेन किया गया है, इट इज एक्सटेंडेड फॉर 1 month अगेन. नाउ व्हेन वी हैव द एनालिसिस हियर, एनालिसिस इन अ सेंस दैट whatever the unlock, let's say, the sectors are being opened by the government for economic activities in general. So here the cautious approach is required. Why? Because there are some, let's say, important aspects we need to consider. One thing is that the virus is mutating as we have seen that the UK mutant or South Africa mutant virus that is spreading at large scale, and it has created a havoc in European nations. Okay, somehow it has not impacted India, as we are seeing that the number of cases are continuously declining, and Ministry of Health has said that the COVID-19 curve has flattened. ठीक है, तो आज ही उन्होंने ये डिक्लेयर किया हुआ है. सो यस, लुकिंग एट फ्रॉम दैट आर्गुमेंट कि जो ये म्यूटेटिंग वायरस है, तो उसकी वजह से जो है अनलेस एंड अनटिल वी डू नॉट हैव a substantial number of population either being infected by COVID-19 or vaccinated, we need to be very cautious. And preventive measures in a sense कौन से होते हैं, like use of face masks, healthy distancing, staggering of working hours, workplace sanitization, firm action against spitting in public. So such kind of measures should be in place, stringent measures. We can say that the legal action can be taken for the violation by the general public for these measures. Okay, so these preventive measures should be always in place unless and until we do not have pharmaceutical remedies, that is the effective vaccine or vaccination to all or almost 70% of the population. In earlier lecture we talked about the herd immunity. So unless and until we do not achieve that herd immunity, we need to be very cautious and we should not put down our guard. ठीक है, तो ये जो मेजर्स है वो हम सब ने जनरली लोगों ने ये फॉलो करने चाहिए. Fine. So this is what the article is discussing, and at the same time some of the cities like in India, in Delhi, the 5th zero prevalence survey, it gave the idea that the city is moving towards achieving herd immunity. However, there are some states like Maharashtra, Kerala, where still number of cases of COVID-19 are more as compared to other states or cities, and therefore we should be very cautious. Though we can understand that this COVID-19 pandemic is shifted to endemic stage now, but we need to focus from let's say moving from this endemic stage to eradication phase. ठीक है, so this is what the article is talking about. We can have follow up on all these things in future COVID-19 related issues. Yes, Jay Shankar suggests way forward for China ties. So international relations GS2 paper. Okay, and the article is providing very good insights into first thing, the kind of, let's say, divergence between the interest of two countries or the contentious points between the bilateral relationship of the two countries. जो डाइवर्जेंस होता है ना दोनों कंट्री के इंटरेस्ट में, तो ऐसे कौन से इश्यूज है और कैसे हम देख सकते हैं कि चाइना हैज बीन, लेट्स से, somehow impacting India's interest or India's foreign interest and domestic interest also. So what are these issues? For example, in past we have seen that the China has denied the issue of visas to Jammu Kashmir nationals or Arunachal Pradesh citizens. So they consider that it is part of their country और उनको वो वीज़ा अप्रूव नहीं कर रहे थे. ऐसे बहुत सारे केसेस हुए. The another issue is of, let's say, CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is a flagship project of BRI, Belt and Road Initiative of China. Okay, and somehow it passes through Pak occupied Kashmir, POK. So we consider that this is the territory of India, and we consider that it is the abrogation of sovereignty of the country. ठीक है, तो ये एक sovereignty पे हमारे country के एक impact करता है, and that's why that is again the contentious issue. We did not join BRI because of this issue. Yes, another such issue we can see here, the LAC standoff, the amassing of troops along the LAC. ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं इससे हम देखते हैं कि एट द सेम टाइम चाइना इज ऑल्सो अगेंस्ट द ग्रांटिंग ऑफ परमानेंट मेंबरशिप एट यूनाइटेड नेशंस सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल टू इंडिया. ठीक है, तो ये जो सारी चीज़ें हैं उसकी वजह से हमें दिखाई देता है कि चाइना इज नॉट हैविंग द कॉमन इंटरेस्ट विथ इंडिया ऑन दीज इश्यूज. ओके, सो our external minister is providing some way forward here. Way forward, उसमें उन्होंने 3 चीजें बोली है म्यूचुअल इंटरेस्ट्स के, सॉरी he has given 3 mutuals and 8 such propositions for improving the ties between two countries. What are these 3 mutuals? 3 mutuals are mutual respect, mutual sensitivity and mutual interests. ठीक है, respect, sensitivity, interest. Use these words directly in your answer. 3 mutuals. And what are the 8 propositions? Like agreements already reached must be adhered to their entirety, both letter and spirit. Both sides also need to strictly observe and respect the LAC. Peace and tranquility in border areas was the basis for development of relations in other domains, especially economic relationship. While both remains committed to multipolar world, they should recognize that multipolar Asia is also part of such world. While each state had its interest, concerns, priorities, sensitivities to them could not be one-sided and relations were reciprocal in nature. And in the end, it is also talking about civilized states like India and China must always take the longer view and not short-term view while deciding the tenets of relationship. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमें समझ में आता है कि ये जो 8 propositions है, they are somehow similar to the Panchashil principles that India follows in foreign relationships or foreign relations. ठीक है, तो ये आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हो आपके आंसर में जब भी हम वे फॉरवर्ड की बात करते हैं इंडिया चाइना रिलेशनशिप. फाइन, 3 म्यूचुअल्स, म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट, म्यूचुअल सेंसिटिविटी, म्यूचुअल इंटरेस्ट. सो यहाँ पे हम इस तरीके से इस क्वेश्चन को आंसर कर सकते हैं. Recognition of mutual respect, mutual sensitivity and mutual interest is key to India-China relations. Analyze the statement with reference to stressful relationship between India and China in recent times. Right? So you can go on explaining the LAC standoff and kind of deterioration of the relationship between India and China in recent times. And along with that, you can also mention the Galwan conflict incident that happened. At the same time, you can provide the way forward here that is provided by our external affairs minister. Fine. So GS2 paper IR section. Plug gaps in GST to raise the fiscal support. Yes, IMF chief economist Geeta Gopinath, she is giving some ideas or measures to how to improve or augment the fiscal resources for the government. Just before she is talking about the budget, it's to be presented now. So India should propose a credible privatization plan for public sector firms. This is the first point she is talking. Second is plug the gaps in GST collections. This is the second point, and cut the wasteful expenditure from the budget in order to contain borrowing cost while enhancing fiscal support to the economy. This is the third point she is talking about. Okay. Along with that, she is also talking that stressing there is a risk of sharp rise in inequality. There should be the government support to the weaker sections through like the employment guarantee scheme needs to be extended this year also. So MG Nareka का जो expansion last year government ने किया था to support the weaker section of the society during the pandemic period, she is of the view that that should be extended this year also in 2021. And lastly, she is talking about any tightening of fiscal policies in the middle of pandemic while people are still being asked to stay home would be damaging. So there should not be fiscal tightening at present. Okay, the government should spend more and more, and this is what the other experts are also talking about. And in this budget, the fiscal policies should be aligned in this manner. ठीक है, तो ये 5 points आपने मेंस के लिए तैयार करके रखने. Along with that, IMF as an institution, International Monetary Fund, this is the one of the Bretton Woods institution, other being the World Bank or IBRD. Yes, so it became operational in December 1945 with 29 member countries. So India was the foundation countries. ठीक है, तो ये 2 reports अभी at present 189 members है, and the membership of IMF is prerequisite for membership of World Bank. This is what you need to know. Along with that, which are the 2 reports? Now UPC in prelims examination has tendency to ask which of the following is released by this particular institution, or the particular report is released by which of the following institution. तो ये आपको पता होनी चाहिए, स्पेशली वर्ल्ड बैंक, IMF, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम, वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, यूनाइटेड नेशंस के कौन से जो आर्म्स है उनके रिपोर्ट्स क्या क्या होते हैं, राइट. सो you need to know about IMF reports, global financial stability report 1, and second is world economic outlook, very important reports. Along with that, you need to know that special drawing rights, this is the instrument of IMF to lend the money, especially we can say that the support the countries which are facing the balance of payment issues, okay, or the currency instability. So IMF seeks to help them through this special drawing rights. At the same time, it has the quota system, quota subscription. So the country which contributes more in the IMF, it has more quota, and on the basis of that weightage to quota, the voting system or voting weightage is also more to that country. Okay, so this is the major aspect. SDR is IMF's unit of account and not a currency. So there can be a statement like it is currency of IMF and something like that, right? So you can attempt the question like practice prelims question. Okay, which of the following are publications of IMF? Just now we have discussed about this. Which are these other reports? You also need to look into them. So try to attempt this question. मैं देख रहा हूँ कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जो है आंसर नहीं कर रहे हैं. जो भी हम रोज पढ़ रहे हैं उसको आप जब ये वीडियो देखते हो तो वहाँ पे कमेंट सेक्शन में आप कमेंट करिए, so that you get the verification of your answers. Okay, moving on to prelims related question, let's say article, New Zealand tops COVID-19 performance ranking. So which is this ranking? COVID performance ranking that is released by this institute, Lowy Institute, that is based in Sydney, Australia, think tank. Okay, now this think tank is compiling the data that has been given by various institutions or international organizations and rank the countries on the basis of performance. Which are the indicators? 6 different indicators are used here. And what is the ranking? India's ranking is 86 out of 98 countries. ठीक है, तो हम बोल सकते हैं कि पुअर परफॉर्मेंस है. while US stood 94, ब्राजील इज एट द बॉटम. ठीक है, तो ब्राजील का बिल्कुल भी परफॉर्मेंस नहीं है उसमें. एंड अलोंग विद दैट द चाइना का डेटा नहीं है, इसलिए उन्होंने वो कंसिडर ही नहीं किया है. साउथ एशिया में श्रीलंका इज द बेस्ट हैविंग रैंकिंग. ठीक है, तो 10 रैंकिंग है उसका श्रीलंका का. सो बेस्ट इन द प्रिपेयर्डनेस और परफॉर्मेंस वी कैन से दैट. Okay, so what is the conclusion here of this think tank? This is important that in general countries with smaller population, cohesive societies and capable institutions have the comparative advantage in dealing with the global crisis such as pandemic. तो ये 3 पॉइंट्स आप आंसर में लिख सकते हो, ऐसे में लिख सकते हो. स्मॉलर पॉपुलेशन, कोहेसिव सोसाइटीज एंड थर्ड कैपेबल इंस्टीट्यूशंस. They are helpful in successfully, effectively dealing with COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, yes. So you can attend this question again and answer this in comment box of this video, like which of the following pairs is correctly matched. तो यहाँ पे ये जो COVID-19 से related indices और report जो है and releasing institution, तो उसके रिलेटेड आपको जरूर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन में, तो इसके रिलेटेड आप प्रिपरेशन करके रखिए. प्रीलिम्स पॉइंटर्स, यस, सम ऑफ द आर्टिकल्स नॉट कंप्लीटली रिलेटेड टू आवर examination, but some information from those articles surely can be used here. For example, recently our CJI was observing the foundation day of Supreme Court. 1950 में 28 जनवरी को ही फर्स्ट सिटिंग हुआ था सुप्रीम कोर्ट का. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया हु वाज द फर्स्ट चीफ सीजेआई, जस्टिस सर हरिलाल जेकुंदास कानिया. ही वाज द फर्स्ट चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया. At the same time, one article, autobiography of former vice president Hamid Ansari, by many a happy accident. जनरली ऐसे पूछा नहीं जाता है, बट इन जनरल अवेयरनेस जिसको बोलते हैं हम, जनरल नॉलेज, तो ये भी है. At the same time, this can be asked, Uttar Pradesh was adjudged as the best tableau at the Republic Day parade celebration. ठीक है, तो हमने देखा है कि यूपी का जो टैब्लू था, it was having theme of अयोध्या टेम्पल. ठीक है, तो थीम क्या था, अयोध्या कल्चरल हेरिटेज ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, along with that the second ranking त्रिपुरा, थर्ड उत्तराखंड रिस्पेक्टिवली। सो ये एक बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन होता है, डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री रिलीज करता है ये रैंकिंग जो है वो। फाइन, ओके, सो दीज वेर प्रीलिम्स पॉइंटर्स and all these were articles that were related to, they were related to our examination. For further information on editorial discussion classes or ED classes, wherein in-depth analysis of men's related issues and articles is done by Ansari sir and team, a perspective building is done on those issues. So for further information on that course, you can contact Lukman IAS. Thank you.